The Blender Foundation has released Blender 3.4, the latest version of the open-source 3D software. New features include path guiding for faster renders in cycles, new auto-masking options when working in sculpt mode, and the latest updates to the steadily evolving geometry node system. Below, we've picked out 5 of the most significant changes, along with smaller updates to the core toolset, including animation and file import, plus a bonus feature for motion graphics artists. 1. Path guiding in cycles. If the mark of a significant change is simply that it generates attractive demo images, unquestioned number 1 feature in Blender 3.4 is support for path guiding in the cycles renderer. With path guiding enabled, Cycles analyzes the light distribution in a scene and uses that information to guide the light paths that make the most significant contributions to a render. By prioritizing paths that interact with surfaces in the scene, path guiding improves sampling, helping the render to resolve to an acceptably low level of noise more quickly. Its effect is most noticeable in scenes with complex indirect lighting, such as multi-bounce diffuse illumination or multi-scattering in volumes like clouds. The feature was implemented using Intel's new Open Path Guiding library and is currently only available when rendering on CPU. 2. More updates to geometry nodes. Blender 3.4 isn't the big update to geometry nodes, that's Blender 3.5, when the node system is due to evolve from a procedural modeling and object scattering toolset into a procedural simulation framework. However, there are still a number of important changes, such as the option to use the viewer node to preview the output of a node tree in the viewport, not just the spreadsheet, that should make debugging node networks a more intuitive process, as shown in the video above. Other key changes include the option to retrieve the attributes of instances created by geometry nodes, making it possible to use instances in more creative ways, such as this sprite-based real-time fire effect. There are also new sets of nodes for retrieving topology information for meshes and curves, plus distribute points in volume, which creates points inside volume grids. 3. Neat new auto-masking options in sculpt mode. The auto-masking options in Blender Sculpt mode have been extended in Blender 3.4, providing new ways to mask out parts of the surface of a model for sculpting or 3D painting. It is now possible to generate a cavity mask automatically for a sculpt, such as the one used to paint the dirt in the pores of the face of the character above, rather than having to apply one manually. Users can fine-tune the results via controls to invert or blur the mask, or to change its blend mode. It is also now possible to mask a sculpt by viewpoint, making it possible to paint only those parts of its surface visible from a given direction. 4. New geometry-based UV Relax Brush. Blender's UV tools gets a number of updates, the biggest being the new geometry-driven Relax Brush mode. Unlike using the existing Relax brush in 2D texture space, it makes the UVs follow the geometry of the model more closely, as shown in the video above, improving the quality of the UV mapping. There are also new options for packing UVs, adjusting UV islands, and customizing the background grid in Blender's UV editor. 5. New Story Pencil add-on for storyboarding. Outside the core application, Blender 3.4 gets a new storyboarding add-on, Story Pencil, developed by the same team responsible for Blender's Grease Pencil 2D animation toolset, and already tested in production. Although it's already possible to create an animated storyboard using Grease Pencil, Story Pencil ties into Blender's video sequence editor, making it much easier to reorder or retime shots. It exports both video and image sequences, making it possible to create animatics or static storyboards. That's with the new update. Thanks for watching the video.